All right, everybody, you should be able to see and hear me at this juncture. I am also simultaneously sharing a screen as well. If you all could let me know in the if you can hear me as well as see the screen, throw a yes, throw a hey, throw a what up though. If you really are from the city of Detroit, we are live here with the inaugural Ham Slam. We apologize for the delay. We are juggling all the things here on my end. We were trying to manage the YouTube live stream. We were also trying to ensure that all of our poets were best prepared. We had a couple of just small technical snafus as expected when trying to do a virtual event for the first time in the space that we are. But now we are moving and we are rolling. So I see that we are live. So we did share the live stream via email if you hadn't yet received it. I know some people ended up getting their ticket link a little bit later than others. There was a first round that went out, I think, right around 4 or 5 o'clock, and then the second round went right when the tickets ended. And then I just sent it one last time with the YouTube stream. If some people are having a hard time accessing the AirMeet because they did not have a desktop or a laptop, we also sent troubleshooting directions. So if you have a mobile device and you have Google Chrome on that mobile device, there is a workaround that may work. If that does not work for you, then there is the YouTube stream. And if you still mad at me, go ahead and see Eventbrite, write them a message, and we'll work all of that thing out off the call. All right. So I want to make sure that everybody feels taken care of, that nobody thinks that Ben Will is out here trying to take advantage of anybody, because that's not the type of person I am. I just wanted to make sure that everything was represented and everybody had what they needed to be able to prepare for the event. I can see that my sister Wanda is requesting to speak. So let me just hand her the mic for just a moment. Now it went away. Maybe she changed her mind. All right. So if you have any questions for them, just throw them to me in the chat or throw them in the questions, because I can see that running live as well. But without any further ado, I want to welcome you all to the Ham Slam. This is a one-of-a-kind event that we are launching for the first time. If you all can still see my screen, I am your host. My name is Ben Will. I have someone raising their hand again. Are you all raising your hand? Robin, Bobo, do you want to raise your hand? I'm not familiar with you. Do you? Okay, I think y'all just learning how it works. So there's the hand raise on the side, but then there's also the ability to give an emoji reaction at the bottom. Maybe you all might be confusing those a little bit, but use the emoji reaction at the bottom to be able to share love and spread positive energy throughout the slam event. Again, I am your host, Ben Will. I am going to be hosting this event. I'm also the curator of the event. I'm also the producer of the event, alongside my amazing team, who I'll be shouting out throughout the evening as well. My pronouns are he, him, and his. As an artist, I do go by the name Ben Will. My government is Benjamin Williams, and I'm a creator, community organizer, singer, songwriter, and this is my brainchild, the Ham Slam. So what is the Ham Slam? This is going to be a virtual spoken word poetry competition that was established to help Black, capital B, and Black Indigenous identifying persons of colors who are artists in the United States generate revenue while also creating and sharing new work that is uplifting, funny, and provides a creative escape. Our overall goal tonight is to invigorate, inspire, encourage the Black and BIPOC community. The event title is a play on the term ham, which means being silly, playful, or exaggerated in your performance, as well as the urban acronym, sorry Saints, hard as a motherfucker, because we have been living in some really unprecedented and challenging times, and I really wanted to work hard to create an opportunity and engagement for us as people of color to convene, to laugh, to cry, and to heal ourselves. If you still here, that means that you're a survivor in one of the most tragic and tumultuous periods that the world has existed. You are surviving. And so you should applaud yourself. You should give thanks to whatever it is that you believe in for still being here. And in this moment, we're going to acknowledge the fact that we as survivors are still present and have a good time with it. Everybody should have received the program booklet in the email as well. So you can check that out to be able to learn more about our performers. You can also click on the sides and be able to pull up the program and learn more as well. And I have to shout out our amazing sponsor, the Poets and Writers Organization, which helped to sponsor today's event thanks to a grant from the Hearst Foundation. We would not have been able to make today happen. We would not have been able to compensate these artists that are going to be performing today if we did not receive that grant. So thank you, Poets and Writers. Thank you, everybody who bought a ticket who does not know me. I know you were like $12.50 to get on the internet. I can watch my TV for the cable. I already pay for free. I appreciate y'all for taking a chance to be able to get introduced to this work that we're doing and to support these amazing artists that are going to be performing for you tonight. So a few housekeeping rules. Use the reactions down at the bottom to share all of your feelings. If you're happy, put it in there. If you're sad, put it in there. If you feel in love, put it in there. You can also throw stuff in the chat. If a poet is giving you what you need, if your edges are being snatched, if your scalp is being greased by the words that they are sharing, throw that encouragement in the chat. But don't just stop with the reactions and the words that you can type. We also want to encourage you to snap some cash into the Cash app. So every single poet performer that's coming on the stage, you'll be able to see that their Cash app is adjacent to their name. So you can just pull up your handy dandy cell phone, pull up that Cash app. If they spitting something that you enjoy, go ahead and give them $3, give them $2, give them $50. I don't know what you got in the bank account and how you're surviving, what you got. Pay the poet, help them. Yes, they're being compensated. Yes, they're receiving a stipend. Yes, one poet is going to walk away $500 richer tonight. But we also know that the artist community is really hurting right now. And one of the major purposes of this event is so artists can be able to generate income in the midst of this pandemic. So, I know you paid $12.50, but that's just to help us to be able to do this event, to be able to get the YouTube, to be able to buy the brand, and to be able to make a brochure to send y'all. Everything else that you send directly to the poets goes directly to the poets. So we highly encourage that you do that. And last but not least, we just ask that we lead in some grace. We understand that we are in a panoramic, a panna cotta, a personal pan pizza, and the times are challenging, including when it comes to the technological platforms that we're using. So we just ask that we have some grace. We apologize for starting a little bit behind on tonight. That means we're going to end a little bit behind on tonight, but we're still going to have a good time on tonight. Am I a poet? Am I a poet? Okay. So those are our housekeeping items on this evening. So without any further ado, I'm now going to bring the poets up to the stage so that you all can get an opportunity to meet them really, really quickly. And then I'm going to introduce the judges really, really quickly. And then we're going to get into round one of the Ham Slam. So first and foremost, Akeem, are you able to come on camera, sir?
Yes.
Now, can everybody see Akeem and see me, or can you only see the screen? Put in the comments what you can see.
I just see the screen.
We see both. Robin said we see both. All right, y'all see it all. Y'all see both me and Akeem. Akeem, tell us where you're from and tell us what you're excited about tonight.
I am from my mama, and I am excited about doing new poems, hearing new poems, listening to music, and probably throwing it back until I dislocate a hip or two.
All right. Well, thank you for that, sir. So it sounds like you all in the audience may have to scroll in order to see the poets as I call them out. But you can go ahead and share. Thanks, Lauren, for hooking that up. Okay. So next up, I have Ife. Ife is the youngest competitor in the competition today, but do not count her out just because she is a baby. She was spitting fire in her audition, and she is up here giving us this whole Janet Jackson look, which came out like decades before she was born. Ife, how you doing? Where are you from? And what are you excited about tonight?
I am doing great this fine evening. I'm representing the 313 Detroit Baby right here. And I'm excited to see all of my amazing fellow poets perform and for y'all to hear our work.
All right, Ife, we'll check in with you a little bit later. I know Ife got a lot of people in the house tonight. Y'all was all types of yelling at me about some things, but I hope y'all still have a good time. And next up, let's shout out Eros, the Prince of Poetry. What's good, fam? How you doing? What you excited about tonight? We can't hear you, sir. I think you might be on mute still. Say something. Nope, can't hear you. This is why I was talking about grace, fam. We need that grace. That grace. We can't hear you. Mm-mm. Maybe it's the head. We heard you backstage, but let's try to check it, work it out, and we'll come right back to you. Okay. All right. So let's go over to Perception. Is Perception in the house? There she is. How you doing?
I'm doing good. Hi, everybody. I'm
Tell us where
representing
you from.
Augusta tonight. I'm
All
excited.
right. Down south is in the house. Shout out to
Yes.
Georgia. All right. What are you looking forward to this evening?
I'm looking forward to hearing these dope poets spit and just being able to congregate with some new works.
All right. And I see you here delivering us the smoky eye realness. Go ahead, do your thing. We'll check in with you in a few. And then we also have well, let me just go back and see if before we get to the judges, if we are able to get Arrows back on screen. I think he might still be working it out, but we're going to make sure that we extend some grace so that he can figure everything out. Did I skip Sajada? I may have gone. Oh dear, I may have. Sajada, come on camera. That was not intentional. Let me stop sharing. Let me give you the whole screen because I messed up. Sajada, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear
I'm
me?
going to go ahead and pin you right next to me because apparently I did not get everything together with my slides.
That's
so
okay.
Sajada, tell us where you from and tell us what you excited about tonight.
I'm from Miami, Florida, and tonight I'm just excited to be participating in my first slam in a while. Very excited, and I'm excited to hear all the other amazing poets.
All right, Sajada, we are excited to have you here with us. I think that we'll check in with you in just a moment, okay? All right. I think that Arrows had to step off stage for just a hot second to be able. It looks like he came back. Let me see if he's back. Arrows, are you back, sir?
I am. Can you hear me now?
There you go. Hey. All right.
Good.
Go ahead. Tell the people where you from. Tell the people what you excited about tonight.
Well, I am hailing all the way from Chicago. What's up, everybody? Thank you all for tuning
Chi-Town in the house.
Chi-Town is in the building. Right now, I'm excited about being able to have my audio working. So that's a blessing. But no, on a serious note, man, I'm just excited to be able to share some poetry. Obviously, a lot of us poets have been kind of, dealing with some cabin fevers, being kind of cooped up in the house and not being on the stage. So I'm excited to hear the other poets, excited to rock with you all. And hopefully we just spread some love and encouragement tonight and help everybody get through this panorama.
Get through this panna cotta, indeed.
Let's get it.
All right, thanks, sir. We check in with you a little bit later.
Sounds good.
All right, and then before we keep going, I'm going to bring these judges up to the forefront. I got peace. Let me see if I can get LaShawn Phoenix. Let me see if I can get Mahogany Jones. There we are. You all are pinned. So, audience members, attendees, we have some amazing women who are serving on this judge panel this evening. We are so blessed. We are so grateful. There is nothing but gratitude to these dynamic women who have all three been so influential in my life, just as a man, but also as an artist. So starting with the dynamic Mahogany Jones, she is a lyrical powerhouse. She got established from a little television show called 106 & Park. Not established. She was already a talent. That was her introduction into like the mainframe stage of everything. She was an undefeated champion for many, many weeks in their Friday freestyle battle. That's how she started. Since day, she is an international cultural ambassador with the alum with the United States Department of Cultural Affairs. She is a TEDx speaker. She has collabed with some amazing artists such as Talib Kweli, The Roots, Royce the 5'9", Jessica Care Moore, and she has an impeccable mission to just do amazing things in the world and empower women. Mahogany, how you feeling? You went back on mute.
Muted. I'm just excited. I'm here and excited. That's what happens, in the panoramic.
In the panoramic.
Yeah. No,
in this
but
Pangea.
this is really dope, and I'm just happy to just get to hear some great poetry, and this definitely is speaking to helping me relieve some of my cabin fever. So I just think that this is great that you're doing this, and thank you for inviting me in this space. About to be fire.
Absolutely. We want you here. We need you here. So stay right there. Don't go away. But I want to bring Peace up to the stage as well. Another dynamic lyrical master who is based out of the city of Detroit. She is another dynamic oracle. She is a phenomenal mother, a phenomenal host, a phenomenal MC, spoken word artist, written poet as well. Oh my God, Peace. How you feeling? Oh, you on mute. You still on mute. Okay, now you unmuted, but we can't hear you. Okay, well she's here. She's here. We'll hopefully get her back, and she has access to the scorecard. And last but certainly not least, we have the impeccable Miss LaShawn Phoenix Moore, Detroit-based vocalist, poet, spoken word artist, activist, culture creator, wife. She has performed on every single stage in southeastern Michigan. They literally are building new stages so she can have somewhere new to perform. They be creating new spaces. Just they like, well, Phoenix done did everything. I guess we got to go and turn this garden shed into a little place in Midtown so that people can have another place to spit. And she comes in, packs it out, sells out the shows. So LaShawn Phoenix Moore, friend, how you doing?
Feeling good, feeling great.
Hey, I'm
Hey, everybody.
so I'm so excited to have all of these amazing judges with us tonight. Y'all got some great poetry. Y'all have everything y'all need to be able to get these scores in. All right, so we'll check in with you guys a little bit later. And then last but certainly not least, I am going to pin for now one of my best friends in the whole wide world. She's also serving as our technical support and as our co-host as well, Miss Lauren Ollier. Pew, pew, pew.
Hi.
She is at home holding it down, making sure that we stay together on tonight. So I appreciate you, friend. Thank you so much for all of your support. You are the best. Okay. So audience members, we're going to go ahead and get started. We did a drawing for the order of the performers. They are going to go in this set order and then the inverse order every other round. The order for round one will be Akeem, Sajada, Perception, Eros, and then Ife. Starting round two, we will do the reverse, starting with Ife, Eros, Perception, Sajada, and ending with Akeem. Then we'll topple it again back and forward. The theme of round one is to introduce yourself. I think Robin's saying that we may have lost. We may have lost you or lost us. Is anybody else having a connectivity issue right now? Give me a thumbs up if I'm still here. Oh, okay, LaShawn said no issues. So the the assignment for round one of the poetry slam was to introduce yourselves as a poet. So that's what they're going to do. The scores, I need to make sure I mention that to you all. The scores will only be revealed at the halfway point and then at the very end of the night. After each completed round inside of the live chat, I'm going to be posting the link for audience members to vote on their favorite poem of the round. You will have about 1 minute to cast your vote. After that, it will be shared with Lauren, that will be shared publicly, and it also will be shared with Lauren, who will enter it into the judges' scorecard. And again, we will get these scores revealed at the end of round two, and again at the end of the night. All right, so round one, the assignment was to introduce yourself in the poem. Coming up first to introduce himself is Akeem. I'm going to unpin myself, and I'm going to pin Akeem, and I'm also going to make sure that his Cash App is live inside of the chat and as well on the bottom of the screen. And I'm going to mute myself. And Akeem.
As resistance. 1. In my final days in my apartment that the landlady who lives upstairs sold 2 days before telling my black ass, I watched porn loudly, enough volume to shake her four walls and mine as resistance. 2. I know that the beast of white supremacy will swallow me whole someday, and that white people will not notice their fuller bellies. Me, finally the shadow boy I have always been seen as, a perfect meal for a bullet. I am just unsure if it will be their metal or mine. 3. I talk about taking shits in public as resistance. I eat organic food as resistance. I eat fast food too. Also, as resistance, I lose friends as resistance, but I find myself every time as resistance. Hold my shoulder blades tight as if I know wings will burst forth from them at any moment now. Pray to a God my mama only just started to believe in. As resistance, I call Donald Trump Donald. For if you know the demon's name, he will hold no power over you. As resistance, I gather all of my diseases and put them in my mouth to swallow them whole. Asthma, depression, spit out the cancer scare. And I see autism there, shivering, a brilliant child in an ignorant lake of generational poverty. I kiss him on the forehead and say, my dear, you are no meal for me. You are a gift. As resistance, I cry real nigga grown man tears when my baby brother, who has not said my name for the first 21 years of his life, calls and says, hey, Kimi. He finally got the job he'd been saving all his speech for. I turn to autism and say he has finally opened you. Perhaps you are no present. You are a future. As resistance, I call my mama and tell her she is beautiful every day, even at 61, even after the Graves' disease bulged her eyes out of her skull 3 times, even when she don't see it. As resistance, I tell the white woman who saved my life, I love you every day. As resistance, because every day is resistance. I call my stretch marks battle scars of a depression that seeks to swallow me whole, and I am alive after wanting to die. As resistance, to spite the hungry heavens. As resistance, I am here, alive. You are here, alive. We are here. Can you see me? Here, alive. All of us, as resistance.
Whoops. Show some more love for Akeem. You know, I'm having a hard time with some of these pinning techniques. But show him all the love. His Cash App is also floating around. He also did a dynamic job. So I'm not going to take too much time in between poets. Coming up next is Sajada.
When I was a kid, they'd ask me who I want to be. I had all these dreams, but no idea the road that was ahead of me, and as I traveled down the street paved with challenges and life's unexpectancy, I missed the part of me that thought that anything was possible. The girl who dared to dream, the girl who thought that she could do any and everything, and then those dreams became expectations I had to reach, and if I missed a turn, it felt like the death of me. I had to be perfect, the blueprint, the rubric, no detours, no rest stops, no breaks in between. I had one goal, one thing, and that was to succeed. And still I feel so empty. If you asked me to paint a picture telling you exactly who I am, I'd probably leave it blank. I've sat here for days asking myself, who am I? And all I've written are half-truths that make me seem like the person I'd want you to meet. But what if I'm not the perfect picture everyone paints me out to be? I try my best to match their expectations with my reality, but sometimes it's too much. I lose all my personality, chasing goals someone else already set out for me. There's a moment when I forget who I was originally, and now I'm just a copy of a prodigy. So to do this with integrity, I had to look inside of me and ask myself, who are you? I'm determined to create myself by my own definition. No roadmaps, no guidelines, my own expedition. Retrace my steps to find that little girl who dared to dream. The girl who thought that she can do any and everything, and tell her that she can. But it won't be easy. And that's okay. It's okay to fall. It's okay to want to quit. It's okay to just live, and that's it. If there's one thing I've learned on this new path to me, it's that you don't need to be perfect to succeed. I just have to be, and to me, that's enough.
All right, come through, Sajada. I hear you. I see you. Thank you so much for all of that you gave to us on this day. Without any further ado, I'm going to toss it right over to Perception. Let me just make sure I get her pinned.
Who am I if I am not poetry? If I am not black vernacular and metaphors scattered into rhythmic rhyme schemes, then who am I? If I am not music? If I am not made by rhythm and blues and soul and hip hop, if I am not heartbeats mimicking my ancestors' drum, then who am I? If I am not dance? If I am not hip swaying, chest pumping, knees bent, and flat feet spreading roots into Mother Earth and everywhere that I step, who am I? If I am not visual art? If I am not vibrant colors creating this colored girl, if I am not mosaics of all of my broken to create this beautiful, if I am not handmade sculpture by God, then who am I? If I am not innate storyteller? If I myself am not soul invested into narratives that I share with my people, who am I? If I am not creation, breathing life into art and art breathing purpose and passion back into me, intertwined and cyclical, this is spiritual, this is ritual, and I become the personification of art, possibilities, an imagination, a goddess of creation, a self-proclaimed high queen, everything and anything. I fathom myself to be the epitome of creativity. So who am I? If I am not black and woman and artist, when I live and love and breathe and think and do and move and experience within the stories that I am destined to create.
Well, all right then. Show some more love for Perception in the house. And remember, you all, we're not just showing love through the reactions. We're not just showing love in the comments. We are showing love on the Cash App. Go ahead, pull up the app, show these poets that they are making your night. All right, so we're going to keep it going. Introducing from the streets, not the streets. I don't know. He could very well be from the city. He could very well be from the suburbs. But he is from Chicago, and I am so excited to have him here. And I'm gonna get out the way, show some love for Eros, the Prince of Poetry.
It's been a minute since I seen a mirror. My inner spirit makes the image clearer. Sometimes I actually forget who I am. I gotta ask the Almighty if He by me, and He's like, I am, reminding me that even when I feel odd, I'm still a child of God. And I'll be smiled upon by my God. I'm attractive like my God. I'm made in the image of my God. I breathe life into my surroundings. The manifestations of my life are all around me. The Lord Himself is what grounds me, which is why you'll never catch me on the ground. See, I be beautiful. I'm a work of art because my God only works with art. And if you think this is beautiful, wait until you see the work of art that He's done on my heart. I'll be butterflies on first dates. I'll be King Solomon's wordplay. I'll be magical moments on your worst day, the end of a work day. My God made me worthy of breathing. He is why I stand. I'll be a Levite band. I am Gideon's 300th man. I am a tower of power, empowered by His power, and I can never be devoured by any demonic coward. I'll be King David's heart, its most sensitive parts. Yeah, I'm gentle enough to play a harp, but I be deadly with a rock. I use the Lord as my rock. I've never defiled my body with a rock. Steel will kill the millie rock. I'm a teacher, leader, dedicated truth seeker. Go hard on the 2 liter. I'm too lethal. I'll be a fighter like Rambo, a winner's example. I never give samples. I keep my kids engaged. I'm a Disney Channel. I'm super fatherly. I'll be a father of 3, and I'm using all my fathering fees to ensure my babies go farther than me. That's the father in me. You see, he spent a lot of time fathering me because my own flesh and blood was never a father to me. I sit and do homework. I'll make you laugh till your bones hurt. The love I give won't hurt. I'm a romantic Mozart, and I'm into most art. Love all people equal for the most part. I've sent messages about where I've been, no postcard. I go hard. For my family, I'm so hard. I'm hands-on with them like I'm inside of an OR. I find lost souls, and I put truth in them. I'm pursuing them. I got a street and a corporate face. Yeah, you ain't know? I got 2 of them. The Prince of Poetry is just a pseudonym. Wait till you see a suit on him. I take every business of mine with a business mind. I shine in dark circles. Transform like Steve Urkel. Folks quote my poems like the color purple. My wool is dyed reddish purple. I'm big, but I move fast. I guess I'm a Ninja Turtle. I'll be the faith of Mary with the courage of Queen Esther. Everything I do takes a king's effort. You'll never catch this king sweating because I only use the king's weapons. You see, God put this appointment on me. You thought I was disappointed only? How could I ever be when the Lord is pointing on me, sprinkling this ointment on me? I'm a boy leading kings. I'll be a spiritual being. I strap my boots on like a Texan. God gave me the intelligence to vex men. I'm superhuman, no X-Men. Never met one I felt less than. Sleep on me, I say rest, man. The groom only needs his best man, but I'm already the best man. But I'm always spreading love to the next man. I've never been looking to impress man because I'm already too blessed. Man. Now you heard what I stated, now let me rephrase it. There's a lot of reasons I believe that I could find to love myself. I didn't even thought real deep and found good reasons why I should hug myself. I've contemplated conversations where I was able to look above myself. I'll be quick to present my confidence because I use God's eyes to judge myself. Man, I love myself. I am Eros.
Show some more love for Eros, the Prince of Poetry, especially with that smooth transition of being able to get his camera turned off right at the final cadence of that poem. That is technique. That is rehearsal. That is a process. You know what I'm saying? You know. So also, judges, please don't forget to post your scores. Please post your scores. And all right, coming to close us out in round 1 of Introduce Yourself. Who are you in poetry? Please show all the love you have inside of you from Miss Ife Martin.
Things my parents should have named me instead of Ife. Sweet, for she melts on your tongue like candy and knows when to bite her own chocolate. Dark, her eyes hold a richness that she can't even comprehend. Smooth and complex, few take the time to understand. She is exotic. Her beauty betrays her words. She creates oceans and islands in case she wants to get lost. Gold waiting to be mine, flavors unknown, ocean. Name her Ocean, a goddess amongst men. She'll drown in her name, let the salt sting her eyes. She's suffocated by air, let her join the spirits lost to time. Call her culture. The rhythm of the djembe, the sway of her hips, the colors of the dashiki painted onto a setting sky. She's as dark as her mother's soil, haunt her with the name of something she will never know lost. She's a restless soul. She longs to touch things she can't see and fill places that are empty, stuck in the labyrinth of her mind. Her voice echoes in an empty sky. She is fire. Watch flames curl from her tongue. Burned fingertips are blank pages that can't be filled with your words. She is everlasting. She burns amidst the storm. She keeps you warm when wool fails you. You put her out when you're done. Name her naivety. Delicate, innocent, dangerous. She'll build homes out of your lies, get lost in your eyes, and won't realize when her world is crumbling down. She'll believe the monsters because they said it's just a farce. She'll wash your hands clean and let the dagger adorn her chest at the promise of forever, at the promise of love. Name her love. Don't be subtle. Ife. Origin. Yoruba. Meaning. Love. Name her medicine and poison, joy and heartbreak, beauty and chaos, sun and moon, but name her something drenched in your scent. Name her something that will bring her home.
Hot damn. Okay, that's my response to what we just experienced. All five of the poets came with the heat. They said, you know what? I came to get this $500. That was round one of them introducing themselves in a poem. I am here for this experience. And I think some of you all might have underestimated Ife because I said that she was 16. Ife said, okay, don't let my age fool you. It's nothing but a number. I got stories. I got bars. All of our poets were amazing. My sister is being disrespectful in the chat. She's saying that I left her out of the roster. What y'all don't want is for my sister to get on the stage to do anything. As it relates to this poetry, as well as the first lady of my church. Both of y'all, I need y'all to go sit in the corner. Please go sit in the corner. What we are going to do, however, is I am now going to post the first audience poll. This is your opportunity to be able to vote on your favorite poem of round one. Now, I am going to encourage you all throughout the evening to vote for your favorite poem, not necessarily for your favorite poet. I know many of you all bought tickets to specifically come see someone. I guess I might not be talking to y'all because y'all gonna vote for whoever y'all came here to support. But for those people who are unbiased, who just came out tonight to have a good time, again, I encourage you to vote for the poem that is your favorite, not necessarily the poet. That link is now live inside of the chat. Again, that link is now live inside of the chat. If I have the finesse that I would like to have, am now going to play this 1 minute video, countdown video, as you all get an opportunity to vote. When that video is done, the voting will close, and we will get started into round two. Yes, please vote in the link, not in the chat. You have to click on the link. All right. And I'm back, and I am back. So I just want to make sure that everybody got their vote in by the link. Again, honor system, y'all better just be voting one time. I swear on everything that I stand for. If we got people in here quick to refresh and what is it called in the Clubhouse app, pull to refresh and trying to vote more than once. I did my best to ensure that you can only vote once on the other side of the app as well. But I just want to make sure that we are all doing what we're supposed to be doing. Judith said that she missed the link. It's literally all of 2 comments above you, Judith. Just that's Ife's aunt, and then Phoenix just posted it below you. So again, I'm gonna take a final 10 seconds before we call it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I'm gonna share the screen. Okay, good. They said it only let you vote once. Lauren, are you there to be able to grab the score of the fan favorite of round one?
I'm here for you.
All right, I'm going to share my screen. I'm able to see it live. Can everybody see it? You can see the audience fan favorite was Ife Martin with 50% of the vote. So she will be receiving an additional 5 points onto her score for this round. Show some love for Ife. Show some love for every single poet. every single poet that presented themselves, every single poet who transparently shared their story, shared their struggles, shared their insecurities for you all through a cold lens inside of their home. They in there probably got t-shirts underneath the door to make sure that the dogs barking in the house next door to them doesn't come through the audio, so that they can give you a bona fide performance so that you can be encouraged. So please applaud every single poet that just shared what they shared. Thank you. All right. Now, before we get into round 2, we do need to share something. So round 2 was the viral video round. So unlike round 1, where the poets were allowed to share a piece that may have already been within their performance repertoire, round 2 required our poets to write something new. This past Saturday, the poets experienced a workshop where we got to know each other. We talked about different ways and techniques that we use within our writing, but then they were all shown a viral video and asked to write a new poem based on the viral video that they were shown. So what we're going to do now is really quickly show the video. What we're going to do now is show the video, and then after that, we will get into round 2, viral video. We're going the opposite order. So round 2 will be Ife, Sajada, Perception, Eros, and then Akeem will close out. Again, the performance order for round 2 is Ife, Sajada, Perception, Eros, and Akeem. So I'm going to make sure that I pull up the video so that everybody can see it. Feel free to react to it in the comments because I personally find it hilarious. All right, here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess we don't get too close.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What?
All right, one more time, in case anybody missed it. Just gonna play it one more again for the people in the back. Want to make sure nobody is disenfranchised and being able to experience that viral moment. And here we go.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Okay, I guess we don't get too close.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
What?
All right, so that was the viral video that the poets were asked to use as a starting point for inspiration for a new piece. Again, the performance order for round 2 was Ife, Sajada, Perception, Eros, and then Akeem. They were asked to write, I believe, a 2-minute piece for this round. And so without any further ado, I'm going to get out of your way to bring Ife back to the stage.
Girl, you tried it. I know I'm beautiful, majestic, filling up a room while you roam around aimlessly trying to steal a glance. Be fair warned, I'll throw hands. But I'll be painted as the villain. Wild and untamed, put her back in her cage from which she came, throw out the key unto an ocean floor littered in ebony ivory, littered with the souls of those who hunt for sport. A prize on the wall is better than pictures, weighs heavier than words. Word! Oh no, dear pilot. Lady Macbeth, no need to wash your hands clean because I see I'm just a player in your game. But that's okay. Because you still have the bruises to prove that I was there. To prove that my actions have power and farewell against your words. I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired of you because I am sick and tired of you. You think it's cute to coo and giggle at the mention of my name. I'm exotic to your taste. I'm foreign. My entire existence is a blip in your memory, created to captivate your timeline and make memories for your mantle. I'm your token. To prove you're more than your dirty white Vans, Lululemon leggings, and Starbucks order. I'm your spring break story to say you're not like other girls. I'm your trip to Africa, the country, not the continent, because honestly, what's the difference? I'm your gentrified dashiki and cornrows paired with an overzealous Wakanda salute. I'm your black square you posted talking about lives or whatever, but deleted in a day because it disrupts your aesthetic. I'm the color that you refuse to see, painting monochrome masterpieces as you manipulate ways to massacre those who once called your people master. You mastered the game. Because I'm your one black friend you use to prove you're not racist, praising her calm, articulate nature, saying she's not like them. I'm your elephant in a zoo of whom you preach of our mistreatment and protest, but protests don't breach the surface because here you are. I think my anger is justified. So, I hope you look bad in that picture. I hope your file is corrupted. I hope you get 0 likes on your post. I hope that Instagram deletes your picture. I hope you never come back because, girl, ooh, girl, you tried it.
All right, let's show some more love for Ife. Show all the love you can for Ife. I know that there was a bit of a technical snafu as well with the pinning of the videos. I'm not sure why that happened. I'm still working through it on my end as well, but for some reason it kept pinning Sajada. But you all could still hear Ife's performance throughout the whole time, right? I think it just pinned Sajada's picture for a moment. But again, that's why we asked for grace at the beginning of the evening. If you were feeling that poem, if you were feeling that poet, make sure you show some love in their Cash App. Ife Martin's Cash App can be found $TOYMART. Again, $TOYMART. I sent out a second version of the program, the souvenir program booklet, to everybody because Ife's Cash App was misrepresented. However, it is correct. So if you got the PDF, if you on the side of the live chat, if you looking at her name in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, it is $TOYMART. All right, so without any further ado, I am now going to pass things over to our next poet of round 2, Miss Sajada Brianna. So, without any further ado, Sajada, the floor is yours.
Click, click, snap. Take a pic and post. Get a bunch of retweets to feed your attention ego. They call y'all influencers, but that's not the case. You're just rebranding black culture that was already there in the first place. You like my style, the way I wear my hair? Well, bye-bye, Becky. Get that ish out of here. You may like it now, call it streetwear. Throw on some baggy jeans and a crop top and now you got flair? Put plats in to give in to what you think is a trend, but it's connected to my culture. I call it appropriation. Using AAVE, saying it's the language of Gen Z, it's the stealing for me. I'm not your sis. Your waist ain't snatch. It's chow, not chalet. Can we have that back? This isn't internet culture, and your black scent don't make you funny. It's African-American vernacular English. Get it right, honey. There y'all go again. Rob us of our culture and take us from our land, and now you want boxer braids in our summer tan? And it's not like y'all even being discreet. I swear Kylie gets darker every week. When did shea butter become mainstream? And if I see one more plop tutorial, I'm gonna scream. I just wish y'all loved us as much as you love black culture. Y'all retweet, share, and like our hair, but when we need you to stand up, no one's there. Posting black squares, pretending to care, turning our anguish into a trend. Black lives still matter. This doesn't end. Saying that you're with us and claiming to be woke, but when Tyler says nigga, it was just a joke. It just don't sit right with me. How y'all pick apart the culture and don't even know what's underneath? Our history is more than a hashtag. It's more than a saying. It's more than the next fad. You can't only choose certain parts to celebrate. We come as one being, one human, one race.
Ben, you're on mute. You're on mute, my friend.
I was talking. Thank you, Fran, for looking out. I I said, yeah, judges, please post your scores. I said the moment for me was calling out Tyler for saying nigga. Raise your hand, show some love in the comments if you, as a person of color, have had to call out a person who is not of color for saying some type of insult, saying something that they had no business saying within your presence because they thought that y'all was cool enough. Like, no, we took ownership of the word for ourselves. That is for us. That is ours. Do not dare say that in my presence. And you shouldn't be even saying it when you are private from me. That ain't appropriate. All right, we're going to keep things moving. Bring Perception up to the stage as soon as I find her in my little thingy thing. Where is she? Oh no, did we lose Perception?
I'm right here.
Oh, there she is. Okay. Thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get out your way.
White people. I know you are struggling to understand racial oppression and you get a little defensive when we try to address it. No need to confess it. That part is apparent. I know that the baggage you've inherited is ancestry can trace back to your great grandparents, so your ignorance is taught and instilled. And I know your privilege is tough to swallow like a pill and you still can't seem to get it down. And you can't bear the sound of being called out on your racism, your prejudice, and the benefits that you reap. You are scared because you aren't receiving the absolution that you seek. And when the revolution is at its peak, you can't understand why we are so angry. But woe is you. You are the victim. Your blissful existence was disrupted when my people started trying to dismantle systems that were built on our ancestors' back. Confused why Negroes are trying to be black and equal, shame on us for thinking that we should be treated as people. But I'm sorry. This is about you. And your discomfort with racial conversations, or maybe before you subscribe to the Black Lives Matter movement, you need to understand the extent of black liberation. Or is it that your white intimidation isn't working like it used to? Did your heart break when you saw another Karen lose her job after going viral on YouTube? Or are you upset because you can't say the N-word when singing along to rap music? Because if we get to say it, then why don't you get to use it? Or did you give a black girl a compliment and she got all defensive because she can see through you microaggressions as being blatantly offensive? What is it? Please explain. Beguile me with tales of your white guilt, fear, confusion, and pain. Anything that will help me refrain from using these hands. Please help me understand, because all I know is that my people deserve to be angry and tired and fed up and pissed off and frustrated because we live on the corner of being feared and being hated. And if we were loved a fraction of how we are appropriated, then maybe for a second we can feel accepted and experience black joy. But rather, we are passing down survival habits because we know that black magic can only be contained in caskets. So with each day we practice how not to become a disappearing act. So I bet being white and privileged must be frustrating, but being black is scary. It's the generational baggage that we are forced to carry, imposed by anti-black psychology, white supremacy ideologies that we've inherited, ideals that you call patriotic and American has rewritten our narrative and has become imperative to our upbringing. See, we grew up thinking that our history started out on ships, and ever since you whitewashed the evidence of our heritage and made it clear you only like seeing a Negro when they are in chains, and God forbid he tried to evoke some change, you will burn his hope to the ground like Black Wall Street and dance upon the ashes, and then tell my people to get over racism because slavery was some past shit. I'm sorry, I'm getting too passionate when this is about you. Wondering why black people are trying to destroy the racial institutions that your grandparents built. This is about you. Learning how to cope and suppress your white guilt. This is about you. Being scared because protesters and rioters are taking to the streets after another black child has been killed. But this is about you.
Show some more love for Perception. Show some more love as I also learn how to use this computer and how to unpin these videos as well. That poem was amazing. Go off, go off, go off, go off, go off. This entire round is giving me so much life. I wish that we were in the same place because I know that y'all are feeling the energy that is moving throughout this computer and virtual space that we are in tonight. Oh my goodness. That was a poem where I would have been in the back screaming, go off! Like I would have been yelling in the midst of it. And I know I'm probably going to keep yelling because coming up next to the stage is another phenomenal poet. He's been ready. He stay ready. He don't have to get ready. Show all the love you have inside of you for Eros, the Prince of Poetry.
Man, Nature got a funny way of checking you on your privileges. You villainous visitors who pillage villages love taking when you visit us. Taking pictures or just painting false images. Can't wait to film it. I mean, what is it about finding what's free and capturing it that makes you want to capture it? So you can post pics and ask folks to caption this? Got God speaking to you directly and you ain't even catching it? You know, for most of us, nature been amused. But you've just been amused. Maybe I should address the elephant in the room, like, I don't know, the fact that there's actually an elephant in the room. Fact smack you in the face. Baby elephant clearing out trunk space. Dumbo, smacking a Dumbo. A whole answer to life that you still won't know. Ain't shit cool about Snapchat in captivity on your phone. You want likes. So you feel like this the kind of post your followers will like. So you want to take a selfie with fake joy while you're staring at real life. What that trunk to the nose feel like? And I know what you're thinking. All I wanted was a picture. I shouldn't have gotten whacked for that. But that smack was just a fraction of what your forefathers should have got. They love traps like you love snaps. Like that elephant loves slaps. Gave you a filler without a filter. Pulled out an iPhone and got an iPhone. Now your dumb ass going viral for filming the realness of survival. And I know you probably thinking this poem sounds super mean. But everything ain't meant to be a meme. And maybe that's what's really whack is the fact that we're all trapped and tethered to these phones. Perhaps the real vice is these smart devices, and that's the catch-22. Nature alone wasn't enough to appeal to you. You filming containment for entertainment while your friends are filming you. Just a cycle of psychos, missing every opportunity meant to bring the world together. But hey, you made it to YouTube. At least now you get to keep the memory forever.
Go off, bro. Like, go do what you came here to do, sir. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. Is anybody else experiencing catharsis? All the things that we can't say throughout the weeks, every single microaggression that people who are our oppressors come and throw at us each and every day. Do you feel like those things are being said by these poets on tonight? Or is it just me? Am I by myself? I don't think I am. So coming up next to the stage to close us out within round 2 is another poet who I'm absolutely certain is about to bring the fire, about to bring the heat. Without any further ado, show all the love you have inside of you from Mr. Akeem Rollins.
It starts with a hand and turns to ownership. My brother Elephant, I know how an owning hand will treat you like property. Call your self-protection violence, grind the ivory of your bones to piano keys, make a symphony of your death. How the gray always fades to black, brother. The one who thought I was property was an old co-worker, ironically named Laura Black. As blonde and blue-eyed as colonization always is, we have been at work for nearly 3 years together, always paired and doing the bulk of it. She a commander, me the elephant back she rides on. But listen, 6 hours into our shift, the people who live in our group home are asleep, and she is stuck on level 660-something of Candy Crush. I offer my fingers for help, and she hands me her phone. That day, she saw the trunks of my hair curling toward her, begging to be more manageable, begging for a master. When a white woman plants her fingers so far into your head, you feel her touching the soil above your thoughts. No, she is not placing seeds, but becoming a reaper. What kind of slave petting zoo do you take me for, Miss Black? The scrunch of consentless petting. I slapped her hand away, and you'd have thought I slapped the bleach out her hair. How violently she reacted, as if my body was held behind a cage and she already paid admission. She scoffs with the winter cold in her mouth. Well, it's not like you did anything special to it today. Not that it is any of her blank piece of copy paper business, but I washed, conditioned, massaged, comb parted, leave-in conditioned, creamed, and blue magic grease my scalp that day, a ritual that every black person knows. But my work should not have to justify not being touched when and where I do not want to. Beach, blonde, blue-eyed bimbo, I hope you pulled back so much oil you felt me and the elephant's ancestors latch onto your fingertips as crude, black gold. I hope the blue magic, black magic cursed you to carpal tunnel so your fingers would never know the blessing of a black scalp again. My job was to take care of people with disabilities, not to entertain white people without the ability to recognize boundaries. The head in this conversation is invitation only, and you are not on the guest list, ma'am. I know the desire to slap some sense back into the ones who have wronged you. And I know how a black man's desire can earn him a eulogy. I have known far more violent touch than a suburban housewife's curiosity, but I yank away. Beat the level and the level after on Candy Crush just out of spite. Toss her phone next to her, the pink of the case sparkling at the dull pink of her ashy skin. I got you to level 668. You're welcome. Don't touch my hair. It's not a request, but a warning.
I don't even know what to do. I don't even know what to say. I don't even know how to live my life. That okay, y'all. I got a confession. That round was for me. That video I saw maybe about 2 years ago, and I was thinking like, oh my god, I really just want to create a competition where I can make a group of poets, a group of talented poets, write a poem about this piece. And when I tell you that all 5 of these poets gave me my life and then some, I applaud you, poets. I appreciate you, poets. Congratulations to you, poets. I don't know who is in this room tonight, but I know somebody can be a blessing to one of these poets for saying the things that we cannot say when we are being oppressed by someone from their position of privilege. Like, please, please, please accolade these poets in their Cash App, y'all. Please, the artists, you know, we take our life experiences and we turn it into something that's tangible, something that's relatable, and we have an experience with you. So please, please acknowledge these poets for what they are doing on this night. I know myself, I experienced a situation at work not even a few weeks ago where someone who had a complete misunderstanding about me as a black man being able to speak up in an articulate way, I was then labeled as disrespectful just because I was doing what was asked, but they didn't like the fact that I did not hold back the truth. People don't be able to handle the truth, especially colonizing oppressive people. They don't like to look in the mirror. They don't like doing it. But it is our responsibility. It is our obligation. It is our duty to keep grabbing the mirrors that we see and say, look at yourself right here. Look at yourself. Look at what you're doing. Look at what you're doing. It is in opposition of what we are supposed to do. So that's where I'm at with that right now. Again, kudos to these poets. It is now my responsibility to pull up the next audience fan favorite poem. Again, audience, again, y'all, I encourage you, please vote for the poem, not for the poet. I know it's a really hard decision to make, but vote for the poem, not for the poet. I am now posting the round 2 viral video poll in the post. I am also going to pull up the next 1 minute countdown video for you all to get those votes inside. You know what? Instead of doing the countdown video, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to pin the judges because I want to hear what they have to say about the 2 rounds of poetry that we have actually heard so far. So let me just find Mahogany. Let me find Phoenix. Let me find Peace. If you guys are available to come on video, can you just share a couple? What's happening in your brain right now? What are you thinking? Where are you right now?
Somebody is trying to get this mother. Trying to get paid tonight, okay? Sorry,
I agree.
Like, we in the hotel room. Stop hollering.
I wish I had more $500 to give out. If anybody from Poets and Writers made it out to the event, can I get an additional sponsorship? Because my people need to get paid. You know what I'm saying? Like, we've been going through too much.
You got people in the chat saying, let's talk. You know what? Because these poets have been working their asses off and they all sound amazing, and they've all been doing a good job. The Koterin Foundation, which is me and my husband, is going to toss another $100 into the pot for the winner. So the pot has gone up to $600. I will cash app that to you right now, Ben. I'm going to cash app you $100 right now to add to the pot to take that up to $600. This shit is crazy.
Oh my goodness. Poets, do y'all hear that? Oh wait, Thomas has said he'll match it too for another $100. So
Pot that went up to $700. Pot that went
y'all,
up
the
to
pot is
$700.
now $700.
Can you please
Flo
drop
said
your?
she's gonna get 50. That's $750 we had now.
Can you please drop your cash app in the chat, Ben, so that all of us who want to add extra money to take this pot up can take this pot up? These motherfuckers working, okay? Somebody need to get this money tonight.
All right, I just put my cash app in. Wanda says she got another 50. We are now at $800. We are now at $800 pot for the winner on tonight. Is there another? I feel like I'm at church taking an offering. Is there another? Won't you come? Won't you? Oh, won't you come? Peace, you got something to share with these poets? She said no. Peace, you still on mute. The audio's not working. All right, peace. But you can put it in the chat. And I think Mahogany's Wi-Fi might have gone out as well. But I think that we may have gotten all of the responses in for round two, for the round two group of poets. So I am now going to share that, and I'm going to pin my best friend, Lauren. Let me just unpin somebody else. I think Mahogany is working on something in the chat. Peace is working on something in the chat. And then it's not giving me the option to unpin. Hey, best friend, how you doing?
I'm doing mighty fine. This is what I needed today, okay?
Flo, I got it. Flo, I just got your money. Thank you so much. It just came through to the phone. All right, this is round two, best friend. I am now going to share screen so that the audience, as well as you, can see who is the fan favorite of round two. And we can see here, y'all, I did switch it up on the thing to make sure y'all paying attention. There is, I think for round two, 32.3% of the votes. What the fan favorite, again, is Ife Martin. So she will, again, be receiving an additional 5 points for this round. That does not necessarily mean that she is in the lead. We will find that out in just a few moments. But she was the fan favorite of round two. All right, poets. Is Mahogany pinned on your screen as well, Lauren, in the middle? And I won't let me unpin her because of the...
Yeah, I don't know. Because she's buffering right now.
Oh, okay.
I won't let you move her just at this moment.
Oh, okay. It says she's trying to come back. Okay, got it. All right, so it's actually time for the audience to take another poll because, audience, it is now your turn to determine where the slam will go next. You are going to guide us in the next direction. This spot is called, this round is called On the Spot. And so the poets have already been briefed. They have to write a poem based on the subject that you all decide they will write a poem on. There are 4 choices. This is the poet's first time learning what the options are. And audience, I'm going to then share this poll, and then you all will have the opportunity to place your votes. The options for the poem topic, which will be a 1-minute piece shared in round 3, will either be Dr. Seuss, trap music, meme number 1, which says me getting ready to go on Zoom for something that should just be an email. I know I've been there. I'm so tired of it. Or meme number 2, which says when you're happy it's Friday, but you got to work on Saturday. Ain't that some shit? You know what I'm saying? So as soon as I just wanted everybody to be able to see the options for the poll. So Flo says Saturday work is some ish. Agree, friend. But I am now going to share this poll, and then we're gonna put a hot 1 second on the count. I don't know what word I wanted to say. It's a word that I was trying to say to y'all, but the word didn't come out of my mouth. But I'm gonna post this poll in the chat, and then you all can place your votes. And then once we have that, the poets will take. Did somebody just ping?
You should be able to unpin Mahogany.
Okay, perfect. Thanks. All right. So the poets, you all, the spot is the poll is now posted in the chat for you all to vote on what you want the next round to be about. I had to charge my phone because my phone's going off because everybody is sending me additional money for the poets to be able to get their grand prize. So the polls should be coming in. I'm going to check live while they're coming in. I'm gonna put a 1 minute video on just so that I can have a moment to be able to get some things down, and then we will reveal what the subject is, and then as the poets are writing, you all get something special. All right, everybody. I believe that we are coming back. I'm still trying to pull the results on. Well, y'all, when I tell y'all I'm over here, it's like piloting a small plane. I got a screen in front of me. I got the screen over here that y'all can't see. So whenever y'all see me looking over to the left, it's because I have my second screen up. I got my phone going off, trying to communicate with all of the judges. And then I have like every single window open on both of my computers, trying to make sure that I'm keeping track of what's happening. So again, I just ask for the grace and the mercy because I don't quite know what is going on. So, oh my goodness, are y'all for real right now? Is this real life? This cannot be real life. Did everybody vote? Did everyone vote? I'm gonna show y'all what I'm going through right now. I'm gonna show y'all why I'm having a hard time in my life right now. It's because it is currently a 3-way tie. Do y'all see this? Do y'all see this? I don't know if y'all see this. Somehow the votes got split 3 ways with 11 for each topic. We got 11 for Zoom calls. It should be emails. We got 11 for Dr. Seuss, and we got 11 for trap music. Did anybody not vote? I think everybody may have voted. Oh my goodness. I literally did not expect this. What should we do? What should we do? Let me refresh one more good time.
We have some suggestions that the judges could maybe throw in a vote. I didn't vote. I can vote if you need me to vote as well, or maybe let them decide what they want to go with.
Robin Bobo said do a Dr. Seuss trap song about the Zoom call.
Now that's fired.
That would be a little overwhelming. Ricardo with Poets and Writers said that should also be what we should do. Y'all, I honestly don't know what to do. I didn't anticipate anything happening like this. The audience is saying that Robin called it, and that's what we should do. I'm gonna consult with the judges to see if they have any insight into what we should do if Mahogany and Phoenix and Peace are available. Can y'all come and do y'all think that we should do this? The people want Dr. Seuss trap Zoom. Is that what we gonna do? Is that what we gonna do, Mahogany? Is this what we gonna do? I can't hear you, friend. My sister is down there saying the community has spoken. However, Ife is saying slow down, y'all. That's a whole lot in one. Phoenix, Peace, Mahogany, what do we do?
I'm here for Dr. Seuss, where it was all incredibly, Dr. Seuss was our first poet. So I feel like Dr. Seuss was the first poet. So Dr. Seuss would be my vote. I see some thumbs up from the judges who are muted. So Dr. Seuss was the first poet. And since he's part of the tie, Dr. Seuss. It would be the call from the judges.
Okay. Daniel was saying maybe just let folks do a regular poem. Daniel, we just did 2 rounds of regular poetry. We did the first round where they did poems from their repertoire that they had well rehearsed. This is the Ham Slam. This is the Ham Slam. I'm not sure what your pronouns may be, Daniel, but I just want to let you know this is the Ham Slam. We came here to get wacky. We came here to do things a little bit differently. So that's why we're going ham. This is what it is. So the judges have spoken. Poets, you are now going to use this next 10 minutes to write a fresh poem about Dr. Seuss. If you want to go ahead and super challenge yourself and do Dr. Seuss on a Zoom call, listening to trap music, then go off. Who am I? I can't tell you what to do and to not do. But poets, I just want to make sure y'all all understand what is being asked. The minimum is a Dr. Seuss poem. The maximum is a Dr. Seuss trap poem about being stuck on a Zoom call. Poets, if y'all could just come on camera and give me a thumbs up, let me know that y'all understand what y'all need to do. All right, they say they got it. They say they got it. They say they got it. All right, and poets, you all should have received the form. So to ensure that the competition is fair, the poets are also writing their piece, but they have to submit their pieces at the end of the time via a form that they already received. When time is called, only the words that they have already written can be shared. That is to ensure that poets are not rewriting pieces as other poets are performing their on-the-spot pieces. So we did have a contingency plan in place, audience. I don't want y'all to think anybody is cheating. I don't want y'all to think that anybody was given more time than the others. They are going to submit those pieces. We have access to be able to make sure that everything has fidelity. Everything is as verbatim as possible to ensure that no one is being able to take advantage of the additional time. So shout out to the poets. So while they are working on their pieces, we are now going to bring to the stage some of our special guest performers to help us transition into the second half of the slam. Oh, wait a second, Bryce. You come on, even though I appreciate you for being ready and for delivering this whole Marvin Gaye Christmas time look that you're going for. Thank you for that, sir. Best friend, Lauren, do we need to get a report out of the scores? Do you have that ready to share with us?
Yes. Would we like to do that really quickly?
Yeah, we can go ahead and do that before we go into the rounds. I'm going to put you on the screen, and then you can share from your laptop, and then we'll go into the performances by Bryce and Gerald. All I see is a black screen.
Oh,
do you have ability to share? Now I see you.
All right, let me share my screen with you all then.
Flo said, come on, Tape, you better be private. You better protect yourself out here.
You can actually buy those little things from Amazon.
Oh, Lauren said, I'll take you one step forward. I'm actually bougie with it. It's a sliding disc.
It is.
Do you need more time to figure it out? Because I can bring Bryce back if he's ready.
Not that I need more time. It's that my lovely computer has all sorts of wonderful privacy settings on it. So apparently I have to allow Chrome to be able to record on my computer. So yes, I'm gonna yield the floor back.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and let Bryce reclaim his time. We'll come back to Lauren a little later. So everybody, I'm so excited to be able to introduce to some and just reacquaint to many one of the most impeccable vocalists to come out of the city of Detroit in the recent years. Not only is he a talented vocalist, he's also an accomplished actor. He's a philanthropist. He has his own organization that he runs and administers to be able to empower Black males throughout the city of Detroit. And he's one of my closest and dearest and best friends. I am so excited that he is here today to be able to share some music from his recently released EP, which I be jamming to all the time. But without any further ado, I present to you all Mr. Bryce Pincham.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? So I'm going to do a song from my EP. The song is called Flying, and it's about falling in love for the first time and all of the feels that come along with that. So I hope you enjoy it. And hopefully you can hear the music as well. Here we go. Suddenly, I feel the wind and it's blowing me faster than my legs can carry me home. Just to be with you, I'm running just to be with you. Yesterday couldn't be too soon to see you again. I can't feel the ground anymore, and now I'm floating with you in my arms. No such thing as to hide when I'm touching the sky with you. Didn't have wings, so now I'm flying. Let's go up to the stars. Don't take me back to earth again. I don't wanna come down. I'm flying with you. I'm flying with you, yeah. I'm flying with you. I'm flying with you. Seeing's believing. They say seeing is believing. But never even in my wildest dreams have I seen this. Gravity, gravity. Our love is stronger than gravity, yeah. Goes further than any eye can see. I'll travel any distance for you. Whoa, is this my new reality? Yeah. How could this be happening to me? No such thing as to hide when I'm touching the sky with you. Didn't have wings, so now I'm flying. Oh, let's go up to the stars. Don't take me back to earth again. I don't wanna come down. I'm flying. Oh, 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 oh. We're flying higher. We're flying higher. We're flying higher with you. No such thing as to hide when I'm touching the sky with you. Didn't have wings, so now I'm flying. Thank you guys very much. Thank you. I hope you guys enjoyed that. That was Flying. My EP is available on all streaming services, Apple Music, Spotify, whatever you want to use. Go check it out.
So show some more love for Bryce. Bryce, we thank you so much for being here. I also, in the chat, have been posting Bryce's Cash App as well. If you all want to show Bryce love, feel free to do that. I like the Gerald playing himself onto the stage.
Now that is going ham.
That is the second one. So I'm going to go ahead and bring Gerald up to the stage so that he can keep us going before the poets have to stop writing. I'm going to unpin Bryce. I'm going to pin Gerald Pac-Man Dixon. But before I give him the floor, again, I need to introduce another one of my closest and best friends who is a multi-talented, multiple accomplished musician. Oh, we got a special guest. Is Alex going to be joining us as well? Do we get 2 for the price of 1 or 2 for the price of none? Because I ain't got no money for y'all. But I appreciate the hookup from the friendship. But Gerald Pac-Man Dixon is one of my best friends. Alex Hoover is also a really great friend of mine. They are 2 impeccably talented musicians, but this is Gerald's moment being supported. If y'all got somebody else over there too, is this a band? Is this a band that we have? And we got G Smooth as well in LA on drums. Y'all, we about to get a show. Y'all not even ready for this show that we're about to get.
Yeah,
So before I get too excited, I want to make sure I introduce my friend who has assembled an entire band. Gerald Pac-Man Dixon is such a well-accomplished musician, singer, songwriter. He is an inspirational talent. I count it such a blessing to have him in my circle, to have him in my life, and to have him agreeing to perform for us today. So I'm gonna be quiet because this is a treat for me. What they about to do with the TV on the floor, I don't even know, but I'm here for it. And so, without any further ado, I give to you Gerald Pac-Man Dixon, and I don't know.
Thanks again, Ben, and congratulations to all the contestants tonight. You all sound, as far as like what you're bringing, I mean, phenomenal. It's been absolutely amazing, especially with that elephant one. I would have never gotten all of that. So that takes a lot of talent and a lot of passion that I really appreciate from all the artists. I don't even know if they can hear me, but just let them know if this is recorded that I said that. Okay, just put that out there. Thanks again to Alex, coming from Ypsilanti, Michigan, all the way from Ypsilanti. He lives here now. And my dad here, G Smooth, my father. And so he came here to visit, and he just so happened to pop up. So we all about to have a good day. We can find this song on iTunes or any other music platforms called Good Day, Gudday. 5, 6, 7, and I'm gonna have a good day today. And no matter what they say, I say I'm okay. And nothing will take my energy away. 'Cause I'm gonna have a good day.
That's me.
Next part go like this. No matter what, gonna have a good day.
I'm gonna have a good day today. And no matter what you say, I say I'm okay. And just think take my energy away. So I'm gonna have a good day today.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Hope you have a good night. Good day. That's it. It's still daytime here.
Show some more love for my homie Gerald. Show some more love for his entire crew. Gerald Pac-Man Dixon, Gerald G Smooth Dixon, and Alex Hoover. And Alex got a concert. Alex, when's your show? Shout it out. You here? Shout it out. When is it? Tell the people all about it.
Appreciate you, man. Got a Christmas concert special coming out tomorrow, Friday, December 18th, Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 4 p.m. Pacific, all that jazz. A1 Artistry. You can catch it on YouTube and Facebook at Alexander Hoover. Thank you.
All right, thanks y'all so much. Shout out to the whole LA crew all the way in Los Angeles showing love. It's still the middle of the day for them, and they was like, you know what, we're going to jump on this thing for being. I appreciate y'all so much, more than y'all really know. All right, good people, poets. Your poem should be submitted at this time. Poets, submit your poems. If you have not done so, we are now calling it poets, submit your poems. The time is now for you to submit your pieces. As the poets are submitting their pieces, I do want to apologize, y'all, because as you can see on the clock, it is 8:50 and we are not about to end. We got 2 more rounds. It would not be a poetry slam if it ended on time. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got no oil if you trying to do a poetry slam and you in and out in 2 hours. It's that you ain't got no oil. You ain't nothing happening. Ain't nothing shaking. Ain't nobody saying, ain't no snaps. So, it is what it is. We late. I apologize. We said we were celebrating Black culture. So one thing that we do, we be a little tardy sometimes. We get the party started when we get it started. So my bad. But we got the oil. So what I do want to share, and I want to bring my best friend back on camera. Oh, gosh. Y'all, if y'all could see what I see and millions of things that are on the screen at the same time, I'm going to now share the screen so Lauren can give us the report out.
All right. So as you all can see right now, our current standings, we have Ife with 66.9, Akeem 59.5, Eros with 58.2. This is how you know that this was like so hard for our judges, is the fact that we have these decimals out here, okay? It's just, man. 56.6 for Perception and 53.9 for Sajida.
Sajada.
Thank you. I decided to read that how my brain wanted me to at that moment.
All right, everybody. Y'all can see that we have a ranking. However, it's literally still anybody's game. Things could turn, things could twist, especially as it relates to this next round where the poets were writing a 1-minute piece. Somebody is texting me asking me to do something, and I can't do that right now because I'm hosting the show. But I will get to you at a later juncture, but it's not going to be right now because it's somebody that's inside of the that's in the slam experiencing it right now. I don't know who
all right. Show your love to them by sending one of your favorite poets another contribution to help continue to increase this pot, because we got these fire artists out here and they need the love right now, y'all.
Yeah, if anybody still needs my Cash App to be able to can you But I forgot to copy and paste. Oh wait, no, I think I'm gonna take care of this. So the order for the next round of poems is going back to how we started. Akeem, followed by Sajada, followed by Perception, followed by Eros, followed by E. So again, Akeem, followed by Sajada, followed by Perception, followed by Eros, followed by Ife. I do need to put a 1 minute timer on the screen because I have a technical situation that I need to tend to right now that just happened, resulted in my phone blowing up. That if I don't tend to, we can't move forward with the slam. So we're gonna just take one quick second.
I'm gonna repost all of our artists for you.
So take a minute, and I promise we're gonna get back started. And we're back. We're back. I think I took care of the situation that I needed to take care of in a minute or less. Shout out to being able to get that done. Whew, y'all, this I did not realize how much of an undertaking this was gonna be on today. And we have a hand raised. Janice Alvarado, can you put your comment in the chat? Because I would love to give you the mic. I don't know who you are, and I don't know what you're gonna say. If we do give you the microphone. What's my cash app? Ben and Lauren, my cash app, if you're trying to give money to increase the pot for the artist, it is Ben Will Detroit. If you want to increase the pot for the artist, cash app Ben Will Detroit. If you want to just continue supporting the work of Ben Will and Lauren, I encourage everybody to go to the GoFundMe for the Motor City Singer Space's next event that is going to be happening in February. I believe if you turn to page 17 in your brochure programs, you will be able to find information about upcoming events, including the Motor City Singer Space's return. That is the event where we utilize music to remove stigma from conversations around mental health and suicide prevention within the African American community, and we're working on our first virtual event. I just put a link in the chat that should take you right to the page so that you can, if you want to just give something to me instead of my cash app tonight, we're going to put that to be able to sweeten the pot for the artist as a whole, maybe even find a way to give everybody something more. As everybody knows, each poet was given a stipend just for participating in the slam as well as a winner. So if anybody wants to keep sweetening the pot for the poets as a whole, send it to my personal cash app, Ben Will Detroit. If you want to sow a seed into the ministry that is the work that we're doing with Ben Will Productions, Cam Slam, Lauren Olier as my right hand and best friend in the whole wide world, I don't know a better person than go ahead and shoot something to us so that we can get back started with Motor City Singer Space. We have a $2,000 fundraising goal. We're at $760 right now. So go ahead, do that if we moving you, okay? All right. Somebody said, welcome to my world as a virtual teacher. It gets intense. So yeah, it's like juggling while also driving, while also trying to have a phone conversation. So the rounds are now Akeem, Sajada, Perception, Eros, and Ife. I am going to leave and I am going to unpin Laura. I am going to unpin myself, and we are now going to put Akeem back in the spotlight. Robin, that's not what we're doing. We're cash app it. It's Akeem's turn. Please don't. Please don't. That's not what we're doing. So, Akeem, just let me give a moment to be able to make sure that you are received in the way you deserve to be received for your moment as you prepare to do your poem. So let's just make sure that we stay respectful in the comments, please. So without any further ado, all the way from Cleveland, Ohio, I present to you all with his on the spot piece, Akeem Raleigh.
The Lorax in a Zoom meeting listening to trap music. I am the Lorax, and I speak for the trees. For the trees have no tongues, but love Meg the Stallion's knees. All this throwing it back takes the air out my lungs. Between carbon, hydrogen, and oxygen, my favorite element is danger. On the Zoom call with my supervisor the week before we celebrate the baby in the manger, we discussed the last email she sent, how the trees need rougher translations, even though I replied and she still got me bent on having these extra conversations. Softly in the background, T.I. is screaming, bring 'em out, after body yaddy 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 ends. And I have turned my camera off because I'm not about to show the crust in my eyes or the silk wrap on my head. My supervisor hears my playlist, and can you believe what she said? Turn that up, Lorax, while we wait for the others. So I crank to 100 while Migo stutters, bad and bougie, up in the dope with a Uji. And everyone turns on their cameras and spotlights me. I threw it back so hard my spine cracked. My supervisor bounced and we all laughed. In this life, I never think of what I lack, because for this holiday season, friends, music, and Zooms, I'm thankful for what I have.
Okay. So Akeem, come back. Come back. Akeem, return. Akeem. Return. He had to puff a smoke after that. Can y'all show some more love for Akeem, who went for the gold? Don't just show love with applause and accolades, y'all. Go ahead and slap some money in his Cash App. Because y'all, what was it, Robin? I think it was Robin. Robin, if you don't give Akeem at least $50 for that poem alone, then you don't belong here. Because you were the one that said to do a Dr. Seuss trap piece about being on a Zoom call. So Robin, go ahead and sow your seed, because he did what was asked. He did beyond what was asked. All right. Thank you so much, Akeem. We appreciate you and your artwork. All right. She said she got you. I'm going to hold you to it, Robin. If Akeem say he ain't got his money, then Detroit and Ohio coming for you. All right? Love you. I think you in Chicago. I might not want to mess with you. I think you're in Chicago because y'all be doing a lot. So coming up next to the stage is Sajada. And everybody, I apologize. I don't know why it keeps pinning Sajada when other people are talking. I'm trying to figure it out. I think it's because we have so many people on the stage at the same time. But again, we're working that out. Again, this is a brand new platform that we're figuring out ourselves. But without any further ado, I now present to you all Sajada.
Crates tied to handlebars with zip ties as the bike rides down the street. Corner stores selling ice pops and 50-cent sweets, paying food stamps for bread loaves, stuffing chips and drinks in your clothes. Trap music heard around the block, hopscotch boxes drawn in chalk. Cops with their fingers on the trigger, Kool-Aid pitchers with bags full of sugar, ices tinting lips blue, tripping over laces that fell from shoes. Catching fireflies that light up the night sky, having conversations with the ice cream guy. This is my home, the memories of a place that I will forever belong. While there are many places I may go, I will always remember to come back home.
Show some more love for Sajada. She gave us that A, B, C, D, D, D. All right, I hear you, Sajada. We really appreciate in the comments they say the poets are not fazed by the challenge. Agreed. They took it head on. Also, Robin, you know what? I don't want no smoke. It was clarified that you are in the city of Chicago, so just do what was asked. You know, I'm not really trying to get no heat. Detroit, we got gangs for play. Chicago, y'all got gangs for real, and I'm not trying to. I don't want to die. No, not in these last and evil days. Not that way. Mm-mm. So without any further ado, coming up next to the stage to deliver their on the spot piece, please show some love for Perception.
From The Cat in the Hat To all the places I'll go, I didn't know that I would pick up that rhythm and flow and breathe life into poetry. Reading Dr. Seuss when I was only 3, unknowingly, skimming through green eggs and ham, not knowing one day I'll be going ham and spoken word slams and spitting my truth. So it started with planting seeds in our youth and watering their potential, because you never know the magic that is happening in the mental. Because once upon a time I was reciting silly rhymes and doodling the notebooks and shit. Reformed a little bit, kept playing with words, became a wordsmith. Now I sit on stage as a dope spitter, hard hitter, caught back with the trigger and put them in hearses. Speaking verses, gave myself chills. I even make myself nervous. These poems are churches. They are my Sunday sermons. When I am spitting, I am preaching. Hands out reaching. These poems are me speaking. This is my liberation, my people's inspiration. So tell me, you feel me?
Show some more love for Perception, spitting that hot fire. She came through with her 1 minute Dr. Seuss piece that I also think hit the trap as well. So she gave us 2 out of 3, I feel like. So, show some more love if you got some more to give to those that embrace the challenge. Her Cash App is floating up and down the chat, but we're going to keep this thing moving because I know, speaking of Chicago, you already been shouted out, so clearly you got support in the house on tonight, sir. And again, I don't want no smoke, so can you please call the Chicago's people on the line at the end of the slam and just let them know that I didn't ask for none, so there should not be any. I would appreciate that because I'm not trying to die. But without any further ado, coming to spit his 1 minute Dr. Seuss piece, show all the love you have inside of you for Eros, the Prince of Poetry.
My hood always been Inglewood, a community surrounded by the trap. Low riders and low jacks, a real life Lorax left my people in a wasteland. We raised hands but never got called on. Our rescuers were all gone. I sat Indian style on my floor, reading Dr. Seuss poems and books. There were no green eggs or ham to cook, but spam took over many pantries. I watched my fam plead for a seat at many tables, laughed at my attachment to the fantasy in books. My brother said, don't believe in fables. We cried from hunger and no lights. We just wanted to live life. I mean, why can't God hear my wishes? Fuck stealing our Christmas. These Grinches stole our wish list. I wish this poem was just as make-believe as those stories. But just ask any cat in the hat. We sold worry on a silver platter. I just wish that what we wanted mattered as much as money or drugs. I wish Dr. Seuss could reach out and rhyme me a hug, but he couldn't, and he wouldn't, because Horton doesn't come to my hood, even if he heard of who. I'm from a place where not even your fathers have heard of you. So we get raised by the system and entertained by Dr. Seuss. Grew up on the wrong side of the tracks. We traded the simple rhymes for music, but it's all just trap. Just a different side of the same coin. Just another story from another black boy who traded his joy for working at a 9-to-5. Survived on books that rhymed, and now he spends his time writing poems and slams, hoping that he can shine.
That was exceptional. I cried. I'm saying, and I'm not even like on no type of bull. Like that touched me because what I did not think that a poem that the challenge was Dr. Seuss was going to get as real as that got. Like I was not equipped to deal with that. And I hope that this piece that you just did for us, Eros, is a part of your permanent repertoire that keeps getting you booked, keeps getting you gigs. Speaking of which, y'all, these poets are all bookable. Every single poet, you can reach out to them, y'all. You can book them to come on for your online parties. Hook them up. I know that we're having birthday parties. We're still having celebrations. I know we got some corporate people in this space as well. Get creative. Include artists within the things that you all are doing. We don't have to stop just because we in a little bit of a pause and we can't convene. We can still hire. They can commission a poem for a loved one. They can come and spit live. It's all, and then they're not just poets. They're not just poets. I'm sure we got educators in the group. You know what I'm saying? They can do a workshop for you and your crew. Go ahead and book artists. Don't just make us into decorations. We are here. We have supported you when times were not hard. We support you when times are hard. And now it's time for y'all to make sure that you keep supporting us. That is the point of the Ham Slam. So coming back to the stage to close us out with round 3, please show all the love you have inside of you for Miss Ife Martin.
1 fish, 2 fish, red fish, blue fish. Please don't ask me to speak, because that's rude. I'm anxious. Heart beating out of my chest, hands lick with sweat. Be oblique, you force me to make. The grade Dr. Seuss taught me nothing. There's no Lorax. No one speaks for me. I'm knocking on a tree, hoping he'll hear me. He doesn't. There's no one who cares about me a whole awful lot, so nothing's gonna get better. No, it's not. I'm broken like everything the Cat in the Hat touches. It's beautiful and unique, but I know it's disgusting and like the live action movie version. I love that, by the way. Oh, you hate it. Great. Confidence is shrinking, 2 sizes too small. Oh, this is your goal. I just wish I could tag along. Where's Dr. Seuss now? Telling me I don't need stars on my belly to feel beautiful. He's gone. Like everyone else. You can't use a picture book to high school.
Show some more love for Ife Martin. Judges, please post your scores. Go ahead and post your scores. We got lots of hearts, lots of claps coming up for Ife. Oh, this has been a wonderful evening. I am just so pleased with what has been going on. Somebody said, y'all dope. Side note, I heard all the talk about Cat in the Hat, so now I gotta watch. Sorry about that. That might not be your favorite. Dennis Alvarado, you're still requesting mic access. I'm not sure what it. Can you put it in the chat? Because I'm not sure who you are. I love you for being here, but I just make sure if you have a question, you can send it in the chat, direct message it, all those things. All right, audience, you know what time it is. It is your time to have your voices heard. I'm going to go ahead and put in the next poll for favorite for round 3 on the spot. Also gonna get ready for a 1-minute video to be able to play as we get our votes in for that one. Well, I'm gonna do this one instead because this one is funny. I'm gonna do this one because it's the Ham Slam, and I think this is probably the most appropriate video of the ones that we have. All right, here is. Oh, give me 1 second. Here is the poll, and here's our 1-minute timer. All right, everybody, that is time. We've been trying to keep it interesting. I think that all of the votes are coming in for this round. It is. Let me share the screen. Lauren, are you there?
Hello, friend.
Hello, friend. I appreciate you for sticking it in with me. I'm going to go ahead and share the screen for the poll right here. Again, we can see here that 32.4%. The purple this time, it is Ife Martin.
All right.
An additional 5 points for this round. Again, please make sure that we are encouraging all of our poets. Keep encouraging every single poet that has come to share their art with us on today. So I do want to just check in with the judges before we go into this final round. I'm going to go ahead and pull. I think that we're waiting on Peace to get reconnected, actually. Phoenix is still here, and I believe that Mahogany is still here as well. Judges, how y'all doing? Judges, are you there? I see Phoenix is here.
Yeah, I'm still in this thing. These are some really good rounds. I definitely came here expecting good poetry. I expected one thing, but I got some totally.
Phoenix lost connection, but I agree with everything that she was saying. I had an expectation about what this event was going to be, but my mind has been blown several times, multiple times, since the beginning, since the first breath of the event. Once we finally figured out how to live stream and we started cooking the sauce, it's been amazing. When I was trying to pitch this idea, when I was trying to talk about what I wanted this event to be, I had a lot of people say, like, Ben, that doesn't really make sense. How is this going to be different from any other slam? What are you going to really make poets write a poem on the spot? And I was like, yeah, I think it'd be cool. And I had 15 poets who were brave enough to submit to this slam, and we ended up with the top 5 out of the entire country. We had poets submitting from all over the United States of America to get to these top 5 who are represented today and are representing hard, showing that they have merit, that they have talent, that they have sportsmanship. They here applauding each other as we are getting these scores. So I just feel like this is a beautiful moment that I needed to be able to navigate this polarizing holiday season. What about you, Mahogany? I can't hear you. We can see you talking. Phoenix said Ermi won't let her be great. It's not working. I can see you talking, but we can't hear you. And also is reconnecting for Peace too. So let us at least, I'm going to put another minute timer on the clock just to be able to verify that all of the judges can still see, even if we can't see them, to ensure that no connection is lost and that every poet is able to get their fair judging for the final round. I'm going to just put up one of these one more 1 minute timers. Come through for the 1 minute timers, because I didn't know I was going to need all of them, but I appreciate the fact that they exist. And I'm going to just check in with the judges while we play this to ensure that everybody can still see the rules. Sorry about that, everybody. We had a few technical issues that prevented us from being able to go forward. So we just had to vamp a little bit. I know next time to make sure that I have a few more music videos ready to be able to play when utilizing this platform. Let us know in the comments what y'all think about AirMeet. We definitely see that there are some technical issues that we need to navigate, but is it better than Zoom? Like if this was on Zoom, would y'all be having as interactive of an experience? The thing with Zoom is like anybody could just pop up and all of a sudden be unmuted screaming. So we wanted to make sure it actually felt like you were watching something. And then, our budget is not big enough to have like producers being able to live mix the audio and video at the same time. Again, we are poets, but if anybody wants to support us with a grant, I think I may have saw a doctor in the house. If anybody wants to support us to be able to get connected to additional funding, we would love to be able to do this bigger and better. Already got poets that were reaching out that missed the opportunity this year. It was like, well, when is it happening again? Because I definitely want to make sure I submit. So we already see that there is a need, there is an excitement, there is an energy around this. Some people are saying do this to Zoom next time because it's a webinar. We can do webinar. Zoom webinar, however, is not free. Zoom webinar is very expensive if you want to use a Zoom webinar. AirMeet is currently free, but we get what we pay for. The first lady in my church, Pastor Cassandra Harvey the First, is saying that she plans on submitting for the next Ham Slam, and I bet we're gonna have to do an amateur Ham Slam for Sandy, Pastor Sandy, for my sister Cassie, for everybody to be able to who say they a poet to be able to showcase their skills. Because I know Pastor Sandy gonna get up there and just read a whole bunch of Laffy Taffy jokes, and I know Cassie just gonna get up there and touch her temples and be like, "When I sing, I am a bee floating in the sky poetically." That's what my sister Cassie is gonna do. That's what she wants to do right now, and I'm saving y'all and keeping her from doing that. So, without any further ado, we're gonna go into this final round. The round of poets will be Ife, followed by Sajada, followed by Perception, followed by Eros, followed by Akeem. Again, Ife, Sajada, Perception, Eros, and Akeem. This round, the poets were given the instruction to lift us up in poetry. This could have been a piece that was already within their rep, or it could be a piece that they wrote specifically for this event. So again, they are now closing us out. At the end of this round, we're going to take a few beats just to be able to calibrate the scores. And then we will share the first, second, and runner up for the event as well. So hang with us. Again, it wouldn't be a true poetry slam if we didn't go late. So I don't know what to tell you. So again, Ife, Sajada, Perception, Eros, and then Akeem. So Ife, are you ready? Are you there? All right, I'm going to get out your way. I'm going to let you have the floor.
They told me to come up here and speak my piece, to speak my truth, to raise up the people who once raised me, but honestly, I'm scared. I'm praying that these words roll off my tongue, eloquently speaking just like my mama taught me. Ebonics still weighing heavy on my words, giving accents unknown when I find the rhythm of my speech and this black girl gets her groove back, see? They told me to speak of strength, of excellence, of breaking glass ceilings with pick in hand, a melanated fist that resembles God's own, a people of beauty and power of whom I find myself reflected in. I speak of us. Piecing broken bits into a magnificent mosaic, finding home in each other in turn and speaking the world. I'll speak of a history so vast and rich that textbooks can't hold it. But this is what makes me nervous. I'm worried I won't do a great people's justice. Those who survived all odds yet continue to thrive. Those running faster than speeding bullets, carrying the world on their back. You think they're superheroes, immortal, everlasting, or you think they're magic. Afro puffs and acrylic nails, creating greatness from nothing. So there's nothing that can stop us, nothing we can't do, because there's a sound louder than the ill wishes slipping from poisoned tongues. Listen closely and you'll hear it. Blackety, 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 black. That's the sound of the drum.
Show some more love for Ife Martin in her finale piece of the evening. That was great. That was fire. I am here for the blackity, 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 black. That's the sound of the drum. That empowered me. So I'm gonna just say that. Next up to the stage in her final piece of the evening, show some love for Sajada.
Welcome to the world, my beautiful baby girl. Skin rich in melanin, deep in decadence and divine in design, but they'll only label you dark skin. Sweet child of mine, only a percentage of guys will ever find you fine. They'll say things like, oh, you're pretty for a black girl. But what does that even mean? As if black girl is a category on its own. I mean, it must be, because it seems to me like we will never be anything but that black girl they trying to be. Imitating our skin, using fake tan and sunlight, but they won't ever get this melanin. No, this right here is a birthright, baby girl. You will be underestimated, but don't let that stop you from claiming your crown. They'll try to break you down, but that will only make you stronger. You see, these roots in our blood run thick like the chains they used to hold us down, and still we rise. Sweet girl. They'll tell you you're not good enough, or that you should just give up, but you take those kinky curls on top of your head and show them what you're made of. Let them know that this 4C mess has nothing to be afraid of. Tell them that your beautiful black skin is nothing to be ashamed of, because the real shame is the fact that you even have to say that. The real shame is the appropriation of our proud nation. The real shame is the mutilation of our music, the duplication of our style, and the abduction of our culture, my child. You will be born in a world where the odds are stacked against you, where fair has no meaning and justice is obsolete, where you are criminalized as soon as you walk out the door and judged by people you've never met before, so you can't give up. We've marched until our heels have bled and marked the ground with footprints painted red, so you can't give up. We've taken beating after beating, degraded to profanities that we now claim as our own, so you can't give up. Our ancestors have given us a world where we can live and thrive, baby girl, so please don't give up.
Dope. Amazing. Snaps, taps, finger I was trying to rhyme. I'm not
Slaps, finger slaps.
Thank you, friend. Thank you for the save. I appreciate you. That is why you're my best friend in the whole wide world. I don't know a better person. All right. All right. Without any further ado, we're going to keep this thing going. Coming back to the stage in her final performance of the evening to lift us up, show all the love you have inside of you for Perception.
You say my hair is a nuisance. My coils are so tight they can form a nuisance. I become strange fruit. Set flame to the popular trees and burn these roots. See, my curls aren't loose, my hair is nappy. And how can I be happy if these locks trap me like blackbirds caught in a snare? But black is the color of my true love's hair, so there I stand. Products in my hand, a product of my own hands, manipulation. Manipulating a broken image, the world tells me I must mimic as if black culture isn't already mine. But beauty becomes redefined. I never fit the definition. Never have the volume of the definition. So I scream because I refuse to listen to your terms and conditions. Bump your perm and conditioner. You can't condition me. You can't force me to foresee this 4C as a look that isn't for me. See, my hair is my crown. My hair is my glory. My hair was inherited from my daddy's side, so it is a part of his story. His story shows that kings, queens, and warriors rock these cornrows. And in the image of Angela Davis, I will wear this afro, so no more screaming woe is me. And middle fingers up to anybody who talks about my hair jokingly, when I will love every curl, nap, and beady beat so openly, despite you telling me my hair is a nuisance. When I can get my flat twist so tight they can form a noose, and I will embrace the shea butter and the strange fruit, the shea moisture and the can too. I got coconut and oil all up in these band tools, and if you were this unapologetic, you'd be a fan too.
Show some more love for Perception. That was amazing. That was amazing. All right, we're going to keep this thing moving. So going back onto the land of Chicago to spit his final piece of the evening to lift us up. Show all the love you have inside of you for Eros, the Prince of Poetry.
I wish I could give all my brothers a gift. Speak a word to their spirit, give my fellow man a lift. Say something to touch the man inside. Because brothers, I know like me, you've been told it's not okay to cry. My whole life, this alpha male mentality has surrounded me and kept my pupils dry. I've actually watched people die. And I've battled with my conscience. And I've had internal arguments if any water would hit my eyes. And yeah, I still hurt inside, but you know pride. It'll make you lie. I can remember hearing the wails of my own hurting mother. But my own tears I could never discover. I guess you could say bounty sheets must have been slipped under my eye sockets and kept them covered, because if any water leaks out, my pride be there like the quicker, picker, upper, and I'll recover by standing tall. I'll be flexing and all. I can't let my stature fall. Water has to just bounce off this wall. I don't watch brothers get buried, and I know kings to this day who wouldn't even tear up. Like God didn't give them tear ducts. Like he somehow slipped up when he constructed us. This crushed us, broken us, malfunctioning us. I done heard conversations be like, hey, King, slow up. Let me help you to grow up. So what? You say you hurting? So you crying? For what purpose? You got water, work's working. It's better if they never surface. Keep the pain to yourself. Ain't you a man? Can't you stand? Be strong for your fam? Then you better hold the water back. Like, damn. But I can only be as strong as I am. Prince, are you strong? I am. Then you better not cry, brother. I know it hurts. But a real man's got to remember his worth. But that makes it worse, because now I find myself questioning their words like, but didn't God water the earth? I'm imploring my black brothers to start exploring the purpose of your eyes. They're not just for seeing or for blinking or for closing when you're sleeping. My brothers will swear on a stack of Bibles they love Jesus, but they won't imitate his weeping. It's like they think God is a weakling, and your manhood would be weakened if you cried on one weekend. But what are you really thinking? That there's no healing power in tears? That a real man can't reveal what you feel when that pain comes near? That you're somehow stronger for prolonging your moment of expression? You don't see being able to cry as a blessing. It's time, my brothers, to let go of all the nonsense that's been fed to your subconscious, because it's only created enmity. Your fake manhood has become your enemy. You're just pretending, B. I guess that's why they call it mask. Eulinity. It's time for a change, not more of the same. Our black kings need to heal, and the crown will fit better when you're sane. And although it sounds insane to use tears as a way to release your pain, we have to remember that God's promise of that beautiful bow will only show after it rains. Go ahead and cry, King.
I don't know who I don't know who else that poem was for, but I know it was for me. So if Eros, if don't nobody else tell you that they appreciate that piece, let it be known that I'm over here in every one of my feelings, every single one that bit about the wordplay with masculinity. I wasn't ready to get caught up like that at all, not even a little bit. So I'm gonna just keep things moving because we definitely have another dynamic poet who's coming to deliver his grand finale. So, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, to close us out for the evening, to lift us up, please show all the love you have inside of you for Akeem Rollins.
Black people ain't scared of death. We tired of fixing him plates at the cookout. Death is how we say good morning, but damn if we don't still live. We still take Big Mama recipe and old pots and candy them damn yams with enough sweet caramel for our ancestors to get the sugar. We eat the way we love. A lot. Greens like hugs, rolls and butter like my mama kisses, baked chicken and pulled pork wafting through the air like soul music. And we dance to music. When you learn that all your aunties over 50 still have joints to envy Meg the Stallion, you look at your cousins differently. Like you know something about their conception that you didn't need to know. But God, if it isn't all celebration, bless the hands that have made this meal. My cousin, is shot in the head at 20 years old, and his homegoing was the only thing that got my family under one roof, eating and dancing and loving like it is natural for us to do so. The hood might be a hungry mouth. The police might be fork and spoon, blasting knives and cutting us up like food on the baby's plate. The state can take our fathers, can them like sardines, and call it prison industrial complex. The doctor may not listen to our mamas and they mamas and they mamas and they sisters until childbirth is another occasion to fix death a plate. But God, if we don't still live like ain't nothing heavy on our backs, God, we got the prayer and the black magic, every gospel spell, and get home safe, baby. Call me when y'all get in. Take Junior a plate too. Hey, JoJo, come show them that new dance you showed me. The cranberry sauce jiggles down my shirt and my cousins and them laugh. People don't see the stains you already washed out, only the ones you leave behind. And in the words of the great hymn of Nazareth by Kendrick Lamar, if God got us, then we gon' be all right. And if we not all right, at least we gon' stay here, alive. Black is nothing if not alive, and keeping us that way.
Y'all want me to say something? Because I have nothing to what? Like, what? that piece, that was an accountability challenge, is what King. I need to do better to be in the presence of such edifying and exhorting words. That was woo. Let me go ahead and throw this poll inside of the chat so y'all can go ahead and do these votes. So there's the poll. I'm in every feeling right now. I guess I should have known that I was going to be in my feelings. Somebody said the artistry is chef's kiss. I agree. So come on, y'all. Come on in the room and get your votes. We want to make sure that these votes are happening. While the votes are coming through, I do want to just close us out with a few other minor housekeeping items. First and foremost, can everybody see my screen? Let me know when y'all can see my screen. Thumbs up if you can see my screen. Sajada, your video, not the video, but your flyer didn't work earlier. So I wanted to make sure I gave you your recognition before we close out for the night. We appreciate you for being here. We appreciate all of our poets, but you didn't get the screen time of your visual, even though your Cash App has definitely been shared throughout the entire evening. So wanted to just make sure. Also, show some love for all of our dynamic judges. They've been working their tails off trying to judge a competition, which honestly just isn't even fair. It's actually ghetto at this point. It's very ghetto. How hard of a job they've had on this evening. But I thank you so much, Mahogany Jones. I thank you so much, Peace the Poet. I thank you so much, LaShawn Phoenix Moore, for coming in and standing in the gap, because I literally could not. I wouldn't want to judge this. I would be having a whole life crisis. So let me make sure that I go to the actual slides that we need to see. Upcoming special events, if you all are still able to see my screen. Again, the Motor City Singer Space, which is the event series that I produce alongside one of my best friends in the whole wide world, Lauren Brenda. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say your whole name, Lauren Ollier. We're aiming to come back February the 25th. Again, we are a mental health musical event series. We were designed to remove stigma from the conversations around suicide prevention and mental health in the African American community. We basically have existed over the last 2, almost 3 years, throwing really amazing parties that are highly thematic, where we talk about mental health. So Freedom Songs was our most well-attended version of the space that we created. So we'll be back on the 25th. It's in your programs. If you appreciated what we did on tonight, please consider making a donation so that we can come back with the work. Robin asked if she missed the link. I did post it. I just reshared it again for anybody that didn't get it the first time. Additionally, I'm also working on a community songwriting project here within the city of Detroit. I am a Knight Foundation 880 Cities fellow champion. So I was awarded a pot of money, and I've been working on fundraising more pots of money to be able to connect with that pot of money to do this community songwriting project in spring 2021. I would love for you all to learn more about it. We are going to actually survey the community, canvas the community in focus groups, write-ups to be able to check in on how people have been navigating the pandemic, what's been their greatest triumph, what's been their greatest challenge, what they've been experiencing. From that bank of responses and from the focus groups, we are then going to commission an artist, a singer-songwriter, a music producer, and a mental health professional into these three different collectives. So there'll be three collectives consisting of a mental health professional, singer-songwriter, and music producer who will then take the bank of responses to create 3 original songs that we will then debut at an event in spring 2021. So I know it took me a long time to say what we're doing. It's a little complex. It's a really ambitious undertaking. Nothing like this has ever existed before. But, Knight Foundation gave me some money, so I'm trying to figure out how to do it. If anybody want to help, let me know. I ain't got no money, but just come help. And then, of course, we cannot end the night without acknowledging everybody that helped to make today possible. Starting first and foremost with poets and writers and the Hearst Foundation. We thank you so much for the grant that allowed us to be able to properly compensate the poets. Shout out to everybody else in the audience, our judges as well, who are committed themselves to donating additional money to be able to put amongst all of the poets who are performed today. I want to highlight Yvonne Williams Jones, Nelson Jones. That's my mama and my daddy. Got to shout them out. Also to Miss Jackie and Carl Ollier. That's Lauren's mama and daddy. We got to shout them out. DJ Invisible, my sisters, Cassie and Wanda. Thank you all so much for being exceptional hosts. Lauren Ollier been holding it down. To our judges, Mahogany, Peace, LaShawn, thank you so much. Gerald and Bryce, y'all did that thing. Thank you all so much. To these incredible poets, Ife, Eros, Perception, Akeem, Sajeda. Thank you. All the poets that submitted that weren't able to perform this time, try again next time. As you can see, it was a very competitive process, and we had to pick the best of the best to ensure that we had the best experience. And also, special shout out to Howard University Department of Theater Arts for sharing this event that helped us to be able to crew 2 of the most amazing poets that we had on tonight. So we are so grateful to be able to have these poets, to have everybody to participate. And I want to make sure that I properly thanked everyone on today. So let me go ahead and check in with my best friend who has been keeping score. Where is she? Here she is. I'm going to pin her next to me. Are we able to pin all of the poets at the same time while we're here at the same time? Let me see.
I think we tried it and we were able to get like a nice little grid kind of going for a minute, but it wasn't everybody. So if everyone takes their video or puts your video back on, then we can see you all on the side.
Yeah, if everybody can come on camera. It's telling me I can only pin 4 poets. 4 people at a time, which is very ghetto.
Yeah, everyone just throw your camera in for us again. Show us those.
So if everybody could just come on camera and show us your faces again. I'm going to add Phoenix in the mix. I'm going to add Mahogany back in the mix.
There is so much love in the chat right now. Like, so much love. This is just one of those things that just makes you happy to see, where people are sharing love and positivity. So positivity, yes.
Shout out to the positivity. We appreciate those who are keeping things positive in the mix. I do need to send a quick text message over to the judges. So what I'm gonna do, sorry y'all, I need to just clarify something. Or because Lauren, I didn't give you the where did you go? I'm sorry. Am I still here? Am I still in the air meet?
You're still here. We're all here with you, rocking with you all night.
Okay. So let me go ahead and share this. And are you gonna be able to do this quick math on the spot in front of all of America?
In front of all of America, in front of our friends here who have been giving us so much grace and peace and light and love. Yes, we will be able to make it happen.
Okay. I'm a screen
There are
share.
some comments and things and whatnot that you might want to take a little gander at. But yeah, where that audience one.
Yep. So for the audience poll for round 4, voting for the poem, not for the poet, we can actually see here, if I'm looking at it correctly, that Eros, the Prince of Poetry, won that final round for the audience favorite. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe that he is the red, 31% that time.
Yes. Yeah.
So we will go ahead and shout that out. Apparently, there were also things being shared in the chat that I should look at. I guess.
Yes, the
What's
people
that talking
are
about?
sharing their love and just about how much they would love to see that extra money be split in some other way, or maybe, even us tearing things out a little bit. So, we might need a couple of second timer or so to ham slam chat on the side.
Okay, we'll take a couple of timers. What I'm going to say before we even go into the set of the timers is that we appreciate everybody for kicking in what they had to say today. Again, we didn't know that the event was going to become so much more engaging than what it actually was. I just wanted to get some poets together to be able to just have a black ass moment with my fellow black ass people in the midst of the personal pan pizza that we have been surviving for the last 9 months. So regardless of what happens, every poet that's on the phone is going to be taken care of. We're going to make sure y'all already were getting the stipend. I have already confirmation that the stipend that was promised is already going to be more than that. And, but we're also going to take care of the poets as well with this extra money that's being thrown around. And I also know that individually, you all should have been getting blessings on your own that ain't got nothing to do with me. That's your business. Whatever you accrued on tonight, based on the artistry that you shared, it belongs to you. Okay? I ain't got nothing to do with that. So we're going to take a minute just to be able to convene on the group chat. I'm probably going to play this video about 3 more times. I think y'all like the lo-fi one, and then we will come back to be able to formally announce the runners up, the first runner up, second runner up, and the winner of the Ham Slam 2020. All right, y'all, we back. We just had to make sure that we did all of our math correct and that everything was making sense on our end. So I am going, Lauren. Can you come on the stage? Because I don't want to. I don't want to be here by myself. Poets, if you all could also come back on camera, we are going to start getting this together. So I wish I could do a drum roll on this thing, but I don't know if that's drum roll yourself. And I am going to go ahead and screen share, starting with our second runner up. So coming in, our second runner up place. Show all the love you have inside of you for E.A. Martin.
All right, E.A.
Our first runner up. Show all the love you have inside of you for Akeem Rollins, all the way out of Cleveland, Ohio. And our Ham Slam 2020 champion out of the city of Chicago. Show all the love you have inside of you for Eros, the Prince of Poetry.
That's what I'm talking about. Put that name in your title. Manifest it.
Manifest indeed. And just so we don't have nobody talking about nothing, I want to ensure that you all can see. Oh, that's the wrong thing. I want to ensure that everybody can see the full final scores. This was with everything tallied. We had to take a chance to be able to double check the math as well ourselves. And we can see that it was 0.2 of a point that made Eros the winner. It was extremely close amongst our top three competitors. But we also know that Eros got the final audience favorite for his piece. So that also is one of the things that helped this to kind of be anybody's game. It was anybody's game. It was anybody's game from the jump. However, we also know that we got a lot of donations in. We also know that we still have other donations coming in. I've had people text me who say, Ben, I can't cash app you right now. I'm cashing apping you tomorrow because I want to make sure that all of these poets are taken care of. I also need to have a follow-up conversation with Ricardo and the Poets and Writers Organization, who was in the room, who said that he wanted to talk to ensure that everybody gets even more compensation than what has happened. So, poets, I know I told y'all I was going to have something for y'all on Saturday. I got to do the math and have some conversations to be able to have more for y'all than what it was. But I want y'all to know my word is bond. Ain't no hanky-panky around here. I ain't that type of guy. I don't do that type of stuff. So I'm going to make sure that everybody gets taken care of who needs to get taken care of. But let us applaud our winners. Let us thank them for the work that they did. Audience members, listen, if y'all want to stick around, you can feel free to do that. We are going to end the broadcast where you're all forced to look at the stage, but we are going to open the lounge back up. So poets, judges, if y'all want to connect, we're going to leave it up for at least 10 minutes or so to be able to give everybody an opportunity to accolade, pat people on the back, thus and such. Especially, I want to just shout out everybody. So Jada, Perception, Say, Akeem, Eros, y'all all, like, you know what I'm saying? It was literally like Moses building the ark. I was just constructing something. I didn't know who was going to show up or if anybody was going to show up. And y'all showed up and showed out. Also to the audience as well, y'all showed up and showed out. I thought maybe we were going to sell like 10 tickets to this thing. It blew my mind that we had about 60 people purchase a ticket for this. I don't know how many people are watching the live stream as well, but just kudos and shout out. So we're going to end the session, y'all. We're going to go back into the audience and into the lounge so y'all can congratulate these poets. If you see them circulating around, shout out to them. And everybody who was a part of the competition, I'm going to make sure that y'all get taken care of.
And Ricardo, we're so glad that you're looking forward to future events with Benville Productions and the Ham Slam.
Is that what he said? Oh.
He sure did. That comment was seen.
Okay. Oh, yeah, he put it in little quotes. All right, future events. All right, Ricardo, how you doing? All right, let's do it. All right, y'all. We're going to hang out in the lounge. We see y'all in a minute.